Welcome to the Explainer, everyone. Today, we're breaking down a super practical, honestly, incredibly useful topic, how to actually navigate Bakersfield's bulk trash pickup procedures. If you've got large items you just need gone, well, you are in the exact right place. We're going to walk through this step by step so the whole process is crystal clear. But first, quick question for you. Are you feeling a little bit like you're drowning in household clutter? Right? Maybe you've got this old mattress taking up half your garage, or a broken fridge just sitting on the patio, eating up valuable space and literally giving you a headache every time you look at it. Look, we have absolutely all been there. Okay, let's dive into this. Getting rid of that oversized junk doesn't just liberate your garage, There's a real immediate psychological benefit to reclaiming your space. Plus, and this is a big one, you're doing a massive favor for the entire Bakersfield community. Proper large item disposal prevents illegal dumping, it keeps our neighborhoods looking pristine, and it ensures environmental compliance. It really is a total win-win for you and the city. To get you that clean space, here's our playbook for today. We'll be looking at 1. Clutter to clean community. 2. What exactly is bulk trash? 3. Scheduling your curbside pickup. 4. Private haulers and alternatives. 5. Tips and common pitfalls, and finally, 6, final resources and a quick disclaimer. All right, kicking things off with Section 1, Clutter to Clean Community, Beyond the Bin. So those standard 96-gallon blue recycling carts you have, along with your regular garbage and organic carts, those are designed specifically for automated weekly routes. The trucks that pick those up use robotic arms, so obviously they are not designed to pick up a couch. Bulky waste operates entirely outside of that automated 3-cart system. It requires independent action and actual manual labor from the city crews, which basically means you have to be the one to initiate the process. Moving right along to Section 2, what is bulk trash? Knowing the rules. Now, what's really interesting about this is how clear the line is between what goes and what stays. On the acceptable side, we're talking your standard household items: furniture, mattresses, major appliances like refrigerators and stoves, e-waste, and large rugs. But take a look at that unacceptable list. You absolutely cannot leave construction debris, toilets, concrete, pool tables, or propane tanks out at the curb. No way. Those things require entirely different, specialized disposal methods. And honestly, there's a very practical reason for these boundaries: strict weight restrictions. There are absolutely no items allowed over 300 pounds, or frankly, any items that can't be reasonably lifted by 2 people. Remember, this isn't a giant crane pulling up to your house, it's a 2-person crew. If they can't safely lift it, they just can't take it. Which brings us to Section 3, Scheduling your curbside pickup, the jurisdictional split. This is probably the most critical part of this whole explainer, because the entire process comes down to a jurisdictional split. So if you live within the incorporated city of Bakersfield, you're going to call the Solid Waste Division at 661-326-3114. And for that, you get 2 items per quarter at no extra charge. But if you live in unincorporated Kern County, so the surrounding metro area, your waste is actually managed by franchise agreements with private operators. In that case, you need to call the county line at 661-322-6863, and get this, you are allowed 2 items per month. So knowing your exact jurisdiction completely dictates both who you call and your item allowance. Once you've figured out who to call, the actual procedure is incredibly straightforward. Step 1, you just dial your specific scheduling line. Step 2, they'll assign you an appointment day. And then Step 3, and this is absolutely vital, you must place your acceptable items out at the front curb by 6 a.m. on that scheduled day. These routes start really early, and if you miss the truck, they're not going to loop back around for you. I do need to warn you about a very strict logistical policy here, though. Items must be placed at the front curb. This service is categorically not available in alleys. 0 exceptions. The bulky item collection trucks are massive, and they need proper clearance, which those narrow alleyways just do not provide. All right, let's look at Section 4, Private haulers and alternatives, bypassing the wait. While a municipal service is fantastic, sometimes it comes with a wait list of anywhere from 2 to 9 weeks, depending on the season. If you can't wait that long, private hauling options are a total game changer. For example, our research highlights a service operating right in Bakersfield called Drop Curb. They offer a flat rate of $109 for the same-day removal of a first appliance, and there's 0 wait list. So if you've got an old fridge and you want it gone tonight without having to drag it anywhere yourself, private haulers fill that exact gap. And this quote really brilliantly illustrates that convenience factor. Tyler Bond, a drop curb customer, said he got a couch removed for $89 in, quote, less than 45 minutes from booking to pickup. I mean, imagine the relief of having that massive eyesore gone from your property in under an hour. It can save you huge fees compared to a standard moving company. Private haulers just provide a really fast, convenient alternative to those bureaucratic waiting periods, which is especially helpful when you're on a tight schedule, like moving out of a house. Let's jump into Section 5, Tips and Common Pitfalls. Do this, not that. We want to make sure you avoid any fines or frustrating delays, so let's run through a quick checklist of what not to do. These are the biggest logistical pitfalls residents run into. First, missing that 6 a.m. deadline. Do that and your stuff just sits on the curb. Second, placing items in the alley. As we covered, that's an automatic rejection. Third, be super mindful of where you place things at the front curb. Do not block sidewalks, driveways, mailboxes, or storm drains. And finally, never mix construction debris in with your standard bulky items. Furthermore, there is a strict, absolute ban on hazardous waste. Listen closely to this one. You can never put automotive fluids, paint products, batteries, needles, or household cleaners at the curb or inside any of your carts. These materials require specialized handling to protect the environment and the sanitation workers, so you'll need to take those kinds of items directly to designated household hazardous waste locations, like the Bena landfill. Oh, and I also really want to clarify a very common misconception. The city offers this great tool called the Bakersfield mobile app. However, this app is specifically for reporting municipal code violations, things like illegal dumping or abandoned shopping carts. It is not for scheduling your own standard residential bulk pickup. Trying to use the app to get your couch removed is just going to lead to scheduling headaches and delays. You still have to call those phone numbers we discussed earlier. Rounding the corner into our final section, Section 6, Final Resources and Disclaimer, Staying Compliant. Let's do a really quick recap of your best contacts to keep on hand. You've got Kern County Public Works for any general solid waste inquiries. You have that Bakersfield mobile app for keeping your neighborhood clean by reporting illegal dumping. And definitely don't forget the Keep Kern Beautiful bulky waste events. The county and private haulers actually conduct these large item collection events twice a year on Saturdays, and there's no limit to the amount of accepted items you can bring to those. Of course, as a responsible host, I have to throw in a quick disclaimer here. Local waste management policies, acceptable item lists, and private hauler prices frequently evolve over time, so always double-check with the official local sanitation websites or just make a quick phone call to verify the absolute latest guidelines before you start dragging heavy items out to the curb. And that brings us to the end of our guide. You now have the exact playbook to navigate Bakersfield's bulk trash system efficiently and, most importantly, responsibly. So I'm going to leave you with this final thought. Now that you know exactly how easy it is to reclaim your space, which room in your house are you going to conquer and declutter first? Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and happy organizing!